Now, let's talk about what a Christian life is supposed to be all about. It's supposed to be about making life work. I mean, how do you hold down and find a good job? How do you find a great wife? How do you rear your children? How do you get along with your family? We are to lead by example, don't you know? The Christian life is not about doing for other people what they will not do for themselves. That's not true Christianity. True Christianity is making people accept full responsibility for their decisions and actions, you see. Because this is what God wants. He wants for all of us to accept full responsibility for our actions and our stupidity also. Now, I'm going to give you some rules to live by from the Bible. 1 Timothy 5 and verse 8 says this, "But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house, he has denied the faith and is worse than an infidel." If you call yourself a Christian, you better be taking care of business at home. You better be taking care of your own family system first and attending to their needs first in education, in spiritual matters, right versus wrong, in providing for your family. If you're not providing for your family, if you're not taking care of your own family system, don't call yourself a Christian. Second point, Ephesians 5 and verse 25. "Husband, love your wives, even as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for it." If you call yourself a Christian and you're not loving your wife in faithfulness, in taking care of her, in providing for her, in protecting her spirit, protecting her emotions, whatever, don't call yourself a Christian. Okay? If you're not doing this, if you're not loving your wife as Christ loved the church. Third point, 2 Thessalonians 3 and verse 10. "For even when we were with you, this we commanded you, that if any would not work, neither should he eat." If you call yourself a Christian and you're sitting on on Skid Row somewhere looking for a handout from others, don't call yourself a Christian. If a man won't work, neither should he eat. If a man is not willing to work, don't call yourself a Christian. Okay? There is something you can do. I saw something on, I forget, it was a YouTube video about it was a boy over in another country. You wouldn't see this in our country, but I think he was missing one arm. He was a brick mason. I could relate to that because I do masonry work. One arm, and I mean, this guy was amazing. He was taking a shovel and working with one arm, shovel, laying bricks, and he could work me under the table, and I got two arms, This was a little boy who did not let his handicap stop him. It was amazing to see that. Absolutely amazing. Okay, let's ask the question, who does God bless? Who will God bless? Let's look at Psalms 112 and verse 1. "Praise ye the Lord. Blessed is the man that fears the Lord, that delights greatly in his commandments. His seed shall be mighty upon the earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed." Verse 3, "Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endures forever." Notice this, wealth and riches shall be in his house. He's got a house. How about that? And not only does he have a house, he's got wealth and riches in his house.
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.